some football.
That was just recorded.
Oh, yeah.
No.
All right, here we go.
10, 5, 4, 3.
We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
All right, time to buckle up, Buttercup. So it is time for another wild ride on the episode of Backroad Banter. I'm your host, Chris Dollard, and joining me are some really great guys and friends of mine, Derek Richter and Willie Leach.
Howdy ho.
How you doing?
All right, time to get the show on the road, y'all. Well, y'all know how we start the show off with a little warm-up question.
Ooh, what you got? What you got?
This one's a little thinker one. I don't know.
Oh, don't make me think.
Man, that can get us in trouble if you make me think.
Yeah.
My brain might fly apart.
I already pissed off France. I mean, come on, dude.
And women.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I redeemed myself, sir.
Yeah.
I redeemed myself.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did pretty good.
Yeah.
We'll give you that.
Yep. My question is, so if you could go back and give advice to your freshman of high school self, what would it be?
Ooh.
Like your first day of your freshman day, what would you tell them?
Don't be as chicken shit when it comes to talking to girls. There's a big one. They don't think you're as...
Oh, you want to say any names?
They don't think you're as ignorant. No, there's no names, but they don't think you're as ignorant as you think you are.
They're just as scared. They're just as scared of you as
Exactly.
they are.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, my freshman self definitely didn't know that. What you got, Richter?
Oh, man. That's pretty good.
Oh, well, there's other things I could say too, but I'll let Derek answer next.
Mine will probably have to do with sports. Be more aggressive.
That's a good one.
I think,
I
I
can
think
agree
that would
with
have helped
that.
a lot of
Yeah.
things.
That'd have been a good thing. To
I'd
tell
have to
myself.
agree with you on that one too. I think, especially with the knowledge I have now of lifting weights and everything, I wished
Yes.
I had that back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look back and everything is like so easy now, and you're like, God, why didn't I do
Yeah.
that?
Would have done some more like summer workouts, things like that. Like,
Yeah.
just now it's like a huge thing. Like they almost have to do it.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Back
Yeah.
then, there were coaches brought it up to us. It just wasn't like I felt like it wasn't pushed like it is today.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, I played a slip and slide dodgeball and pulled my hamstring a while back. So probably not a lot of sports in my
Future.
future. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, brother.
Yeah, that hurt a little bit.
Oh man.
I am a little older than y'all too. As y'all like to
Yeah,
remind me.
we try not to bring that up too
Yeah.
much because we know how it hurts your
They're
feelings.
like 18 months. Or
We don't want to
some shit.
age discriminate.
Yeah, we don't want old people not listening to the show.
Dude, like I forgot to bring hamburger meat for chili I was going to make last night. Like, just little things like that. Yep. And then, get this shit. I went to the game Thursday night and forgot my wallet.
Oh, that craft.
Luckily,
that craft
the wife
is sitting
had-
in.
Man, I was gonna say.
Luckily,
We're
the
gonna
wife
get
had
you-
the truck filled up, so
Hey, we'll
Or that
too
CRS.
bad. And,
Hey,
and I did meet my uncle there, so I was good.
hey, for Christmas we're gonna get you a life alert.
Jesus. I ain't as old as
man.
I ain't as old as it seems. Come on now. Just think, I'm only 18 months ahead of y'all, man.
Yeah.
Roughly.
18.
What are y'all?
Years?
Y'all 35 still?
35.
You young bastards.
Can't tell you. Secret.
You are.
Pop the
Come
top.
on.
I'll do that
Oh,
one too.
Go for it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's a third one.
Man.
Glad AJ supplied our beer again.
Yeah.
Well, one of them.
Thank you, AJ. Our favorite little, Hispaniola.
Man.
Our favorite coconut.
I think the one thing I would tell my freshman self, try a little bit harder on everything
Oh,
and be smart with your money.
I was also another one I would have added was study, you dumbass, because
Yeah.
the way I just pissed away through high school and still made decent grades, just if I would have tried harder, oh my God.
Yeah, it was like when they said no pass, or what was that? If you don't pass, you don't play.
Yeah. Pass, no play.
You just
That
did the bare minimum to pass, so you played.
Or you got a 68, and it was like, oh, come on, I got to get it up 2 points. And then we're good.
Yeah. Well, it was like a 69, like it became a 69 and a half real quick. You know? There might have been a little help from the powers that be in those days. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I could say they probably did that for me.
And I'd also say invest into, I guess Facebook was
Amazon?
Amazon.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, yeah.
If we could tell the future, that'd be
Facebook
great.
wasn't public yet in those days.
No, it wasn't.
It might have barely.
I think it was we graduated.
Actually, I'm not
when
even
that
sure it
happened.
existed when I was a freshman.
No.
Actually,
When we graduated, it did because we made that fake page that one day.
Yeah.
Oh, what was his name?
So there was MySpace.
Oh yeah, we did have MySpace.
What about that MySpace where you could put your background music
other
in there?
things.
Oh, Tom.
You could have your top friends list, and then your other friends
Yeah.
are
top
pissed off
8.
at you.
You got to have your top 8, Bubba.
Yeah.
the music behind
Yes,
it.
I
Yep.
loved how you could put your list of music. When someone would go to your page, it would start playing a list of songs.
Start jamming music.
Man, what the hell happened, Facebook?
Hey,
Why
I
can't
remember-
y'all do that shit?
I remember having some Lil Wayne on there.
Damn it, Mark Zuckerberg.
What was your
Fuck you.
Lil Wayne song? Fireman.
Well, stunning like my daddy. Yeah. I think that was during basketball season. That was like a hot song.
That was a hot
yeah.
song. Yep.
Remember, everybody's friend was Tom. He was your first.
He was your
friend.
first. Yeah, he was your first friend. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
With his white T-shirt.
we all
looking
left-
at me
we
from
all
the
He
left
was
side.
looking
Tom.
at the computer like that.
Yeah, looking at it
Dude,
like just
yeah.
got caught watching porn.
I wonder what happened to Tom. We all let him down, man. We all left him for Facebook.
I think
and
Tom
Twitter
is
and
Tom's on a
X
beach
now.
right now.
Yeah, it's probably still pretty rich.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, someone bought Netflix out. Netflix, MySpace out. I can't remember.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
it's all it is now is like a music deal.
Someone owns it. Yeah, it's still out there. You can still go to myspace.com.
Oh, wow.
But like, I don't even
Bring
know
it
if you
back.
have.
Bring back
I remember
MySpace.
probably about 5-6 years ago, I went and my profile was still there.
Oh, really?
But like half of my photos were gone. They did something when they transferred over, and they had to come out and admit that they lost like everybody's posts from years back, which was like a huge mess up on their part because they realized if anyone was going to go back and look, they were going back to look at the nostalgia of posts from back in the day when, like, for us, it had been high school.
The stupid pictures we had.
Oh, man.
The dumb. Yeah, there's still some of them photos were on there, but like a lot of them were gone. Like, and they admitted they lost like half of like everybody's photos, and they lost everybody's posts and comments.
Wow.
Yeah, it was some kind of upgrade they did, and it was a big mess up on their part.
Jeez Louise.
That's something where Facebook's really kicked them in the ass, is that like you put something on Facebook, it doesn't go away.
It's there forever.
Yeah.
Like I get reminders, oh, you posted this, 14 years ago. Like, what?
I don't remember being that smart.
Like, damn, I was on Facebook 14 years ago.
Yeah.
Just reminded me I get old. Reminded me of that age.
Them golden years.
Yeah, because I remember somebody else actually made my Facebook profile for me.
Oh, really?
Jesse, yeah. He made it I think it was my senior year.
Oh, hell.
Yeah.
I did not have Facebook until like I was in Corpus. So yeah, y'all would have been seniors, I guess, that year. And I actually had to use a college email. You could not sign up with a regular email yet.
Oh, really?
See, I think we were allowed with the regular email because, like you said, we made that fake page that one day to jack with I think we were jacking with Clay. It was Cowboy Troy.
Oh, yes.
Oh, man.
I forgot about that completely.
I wish we could pull that back up, dude.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, because we took that picture and one of us had a cowboy hat down. You couldn't see their face. That was a profile picture.
What was our quote? It was roping steers and beating queers. Or something. Roping queers or something like that.
Yeah. That's right.
Facebook changed really quickly, though, after I first got it. So it may have been within months after what I'm talking about that you could just use a regular email.
Yeah, I think we did.
I had no idea. Yeah.
Because we had no college email, nothing.
Yeah,
I don't even know if I had email at all.
It would keep me it would connect you to people at Corpus A&M.
Yeah.
But you could request friendships with people like at other colleges or universities, but like you couldn't see their little network like you could see like Corpus A&M's network. It was different back then.
Oh, that was back when I had Hotmail. That's what it was. I did have one.
I had a Hotmail account.
Remember them AOL days?
Oh, dude. Yeah. Remember Yahoo Chats?
Yes.
Hey,
Yahoo Chat with the pool. The Yahoo pool, man. That was the shit.
Some wild shit in them Yahoo chats when I was a
Yeah.
kid. Talking to girls from other parts of the world that send you crazy shit.
Hey, what
There's
is
like
that?
no check and balance on that at all.
What is that they do now? Omegle or what's that? What the hell's that site? It's kind of that way. Like they'll have that dude that you seen the guy that has the Kermit puppet, and he pops up and there's the girls in up on the other side.
Yeah.
It's Omegle or
Yeah, they do like it's like a Russian roulette kind of type of
yeah.
deal.
You just randomly pop up and you
yeah.
start talking to somebody.
Yeah, they had the Kermit one. I remember that one.
Man,
He's got the Kermit and he pulls a little cucumber up. The girls
saw
are like,
that.
"Oh my god!"
I saw that the other day. Then they got one with the Elmo.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, some of that almost stuff.
I gotta watch it sometimes because Colson be watching. He'll see Elmo. I said, nope, we can't watch that Elmo.
Raw Elmo.
That's not good, Elmo.
Yeah,
That's Elmo's bad brother.
yeah.
That's evil, Elmo.
Elmo just popped up in the studio.
Kind of had me scared there for a little bit.
Oh, don't bend over.
You sure Herbert ain't here?
Oh man, oh, man.
He's gonna think you're Chris.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, God dang it. Well, Rick, you want to get it started off with the daily dose of National Today?
Yeah, speaking of watching out for Elmo, it's National Slime Day.
Slime Day.
Yeah. Well, if anybody that got kids, they know all about slime.
Yeah, I know.
I got you. Yeah. Oh, dude, I hate that shit.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
They got the glittery ones, the ones that got like little beads in them now.
Such a mess.
Gets all over your damn carpet.
Yeah, that's not fun to get out either.
Oh,
No. It's also Play Outside Day.
That's
I don't think I would have played outside right now.
I don't think anybody told them it's 48 degrees outside.
it's a little cool, yeah.
It's a little wet and cool.
but I do fully support, kids playing outside.
Oh, yeah.
for sure.
Hell, all of us being outside.
I think they need more of that. I know when we were in elementary, man, I swear we were out mostly the whole
Oh,
time.
dude.
They were trying to wear us out.
If we would have had the guest we expected today,
Oh, yeah.
that went silent today all of a sudden. Anywho, I'll let that go. But he would remember, and I'm sure he'll listen to this pod, but he would remember all the times we were playing out when I was at my grandma's, which was just a block away from where he used to live. And we would play outside. We'd play out in that field across. I remember he had a trampoline in his backyard that we would all jump on, and then we'd walk down to that creek that was just kind of there on the edge of town that ran through that, Miraz's place back there.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yep.
We'd go back behind the just like that. Like we were outside all the time. I mean, and it wasn't him. There'd be some other friends, I could, throw some names, but there'd be sometimes a big group of us going down to the creek and like, man, I cherish those days.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's all
for
like
sure.
you said
You know,
about being outside.
I remember going there one time in school, and there was probably 10, 12 of us, and I remember somebody went upstream. I'm not going to say him because he's a doctor now.
Oh, I do remember this stuff.
Oh shit! I think I know who you're talking about.
Dude, I always thought that was kind of a joke. Like, that don't really happen. But I remember, like, turning, and here's the Snickers bar, like, just floating by. I was like, oh, my God.
man.
He really did it.
I remember
He
that.
really did it.
Oh, my
It's like,
God.
time to get away.
Was that over by that little? There was a deep pool back there
Yes.
that you could kind of jump off into.
Yeah.
Off
Yeah,
a little
that
cliff.
was it.
Yeah,
Yep.
I remember that.
That's where everyone would gather up at.
I remember this particular person being there too.
Oh, yeah. He was there mostly all the
I might
time.
not have been there for the Snicker bar incident, but
Oh, yeah.
I remember him being there.
I'm jealous of you that I was there. And you,
But you
didn't have
you
to
would have rather
experience
not been there.
it. Yeah.
Oh, man.
It brings back you remember the movie, the golf movie,
Caddyshack.
Caddyshack.
Oh,
yes,
Caddies.
they're like floater. I can't remember. What did they yell? What was the actual word?
I forgot what they
I
said.
can't remember. I haven't watched it so
I
long.
remember they clean out the whole pool and Bill Murray goes over there and grabs it. And
He's like, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal at all. He sniffs it and he all takes and that old lady faints. Oh, that's classic.
oh, man.
It's not a big deal.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
Oh,
I bet you that scene of that movie created a lot of problems for other people when they had pools and everything. I guarantee a lot of people were doing that after that.
yeah. They yelled like, "We got a floater" or something like that.
Yeah.
We got a floater.
Did you ever know that Bill Murray and what was Chevy Chase got in a fist fight?
Really?
Did not know that. That's an interesting fact.
Yeah, so I
That
think
doesn't surprise me.
I think from what I was watching the video and Chevy Chase was telling the story. I think wasn't he like heading the Saturday Night Live for a long time?
Chevy Chase was.
Well, supposedly, I guess he leaves. Well, Bill Murray comes in, and he kind of is like the head guy. Well, something happened where he came back. Chevy Chase came back.
Yeah.
And supposedly back in the rooms and everything, there was some mouthing going on, and Chevy Chase went to his room. Apparently, Chevy Chase is a pretty fairly sized guy.
That's
So,
You watch the movies, you can kind of tell. He's a tall guy. Yeah.
supposedly it was.
I've heard that
there was a guy
lot.
instigating supposedly in the middle of them, and he was in the middle like trying to break it up and was like worried because I guess Bill Murray came at Chevy Chase and was like, "Oh man."
Well, I don't know if y'all knew this, but I've heard many a times that Chevy Chase was not an easy person.
That's
to work with.
that's what I was about to say. I've heard that too. Yeah.
That could be part of
He
it.
was a very, very difficult person to work with.
Like that show, they don't do it anymore, but it was his most recent show where he goes back to community college. I think it's the name of it. You ever seen the previews for that? He's an older guy, and he's going to community college. And they were talking about that. Some of the rolling actors, they said, yeah, he's pretty hard to work with.
Oh, wow.
He's a diva.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that. They say that's kind of why his movies kind of really slowed down after like the late 90s, and
Yeah.
then,
Really?
like his movie stuff really slowed down after that.
Well, didn't he do some of those movies? Didn't he do them with Bill Murray?
Well, Caddyshack.
Caddyshack.
Yeah,
Caddyshack was the only one, I think.
That's the only one I can think of, because
I was
there
trying to
was
think-
a second Caddyshack, but I'm not sure either one of them
No.
were. No, I don't think they were.
I was trying to think. I can't remember. What about that? There was that one Vacation, National Lampoons.
Yeah,
or what do they
National
call it?
Lampoon
I thought he-
Vacation.
That might have been somebody else.
No,
I mean, Randy Quaid was in all those with him as cousin Eddie, but
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's who it was.
I can't think of anybody else. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
or Bill Murray, he was in all sorts of movies, but I don't remember him being with Chevy Chase besides
No.
Caddyshack.
Couldn't remember.
Jim Levinstein's dad.
Oh, yeah.
The very first Vacation, he plays the car salesman at the beginning that screws him with that ugly ass car.
Oh, yeah.
that was that guy.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he's young. Look
You
at
talking about
him.
the guy? You talking about the guy with the big, thick eyebrows?
Yes,
Yeah.
Mr. Levinstein.
Yeah.
I can't think of his real name as an
Yeah.
actor, but yeah, I remember seeing that, and I'm like, oh my god,
Isn't
I didn't
it like-
realize it's Mr. Levinstein.
Isn't it like Gene?
Yeah.
Something? I can't
Gene
remember.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see them big old caterpillar eyebrows. He's funny as hell, though.
No, I guess he was kind of a comedian back in the 70s and 80s too. Yeah.
He plays like the corny dad. Like that. He plays a perfect role.
He does.
Hey, speaking of corny dad, you want to do your
Oh, yeah.
dad joke?
Yeah, your dad joke. Let's hear that.
Oh.
Caught you off guard. It's okay. Hey, I got it's also cotton candy day, by the way. Before we pass that up,
Ooh.
so if you need a toothache, go ahead and head down to the store
Good.
get you some cotton candy.
Yeah, good sugar
Is
rush.
there a good carnival anywhere? That's where I want the cotton candy.
So there's
from.
something going on in Yoakum today.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's something like the tree or something like
Yeah,
that.
they had-
And they got
Oh,
the snow
yeah.
out there and everything.
Now that y'all
Oh, yeah,
mentioned
yeah.
like all these like Christmas, little thing. You also have Quero Christmas in the park.
Yeah, we've
it's-
usually gone to
It's
that.
a big one
couple
for everyone
years.
to go to. I've mentioned him. He called and was on the phone with us here one day, but not on the show. Coach Jared.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
They got
okay.
they put a little light memorial up for his mom. I need to go by and catch that.
Oh, cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And Hallettsville lit the square. I think they do that the day after Thanksgiving too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's
That
cool.
one's always pretty cool.
Yeah, and then Shiner Lights Wellhausen Park. I think they might have just did that yesterday, maybe, or
I was playing basketball there last night. I didn't see any.
Wellhausen downtown.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, they already did the Wellhausen part.
They did that already.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, those just some I was gonna throw out there.
Nice.
But yeah. Anyway, towards that, what y'all are asking me about, I was just gonna say, if I could have one superpower, it'd be invisibility.
Oh, yeah? Why are you telling us that?
I just want to be clear.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You know you're going to get backlash from Seth on that one.
Seth thinks everything I do is stupid.
I think he's a tad bit jealous.
He wants your spot.
I think he does.
Well, I mean, we could have. Well, we didn't prepare him, but we could have called him, and he could have been the fourth one today.
Oh man,
Yeah.
he's probably golfing or something.
Yeah, he's probably watering wallflowers like it was the first time we called.
Yeah, it is the weekend.
You probably don't need to water much. It's been raining a little bit.
It's kind of cold, so I'm not even sure they're alive right now.
Since we're speaking of Seth, did y'all see the feud him and Dubs had?
Yes. This was I didn't really tell Dubs. I saw Dubs at the game and told him like he hasn't listened to our shit yet.
What?
Really?
He's like, well, how do I listen to it? I'm like,
Wait.
dude, Spotify. I don't have Spotify. I'm like, dude, you can download it and listen to shit for free. It's gonna have some ads, but
Yeah, just go to the Facebook page and follow the links.
Yeah.
That's the easiest way.
It's on Twitter or X now. It's on
Yeah.
Facebook. It's on Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Spotify.
for real. Like,
Get
but,
with the Dubs.
I told him like I messaged him yesterday. I was like, hey man, you need to like get on and listen because like we want to bring you on there, and
Yeah. You got to kind of know how it works.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like we kind of want to bring all them guys on if we can eventually.
Yeah.
Whoever we can.
Hey, we could have like backyard brawls and bring both of them on. Just have them fighting in the background.
Instead of bum
Yeah,
fights.
you got two different cameras rolling. Got one watching them and one watching us over here while we're commentating.
Yeah, we
would
could
be
be there.
hilarious.
We could be in the Joe
Well,
Rogan spot, hanging out to the side.
What was the thing
commentating.
Seth was talking about where they get like regular dudes to get in a hockey on or some shit and
the
fight?
golf.
I never did check that out. Like he
I
said
haven't either, dude.
he said that Barstool was putting it on. I wasn't sure if that was true or not.
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Barstool.
So going to Seth and Dub's little confrontation deal. So Seth had posted up a video or a picture in our League of Awesomeness group of him sitting next to a sign, yard of the month, and he's all sitting pretty, like it's the first day of school or
He's
something
sitting
like
like
that.
a flamer. Let's get over it.
Yeah.
Let's get to it.
So somebody puts in there a meme of the Chinese doing so gay. Russell puts
Chow. It was
yeah,
Chow.
yeah.
That was a good gif.
Yeah.
I love that one.
Russell puts so fun watching kids grow up. Then Seth goes in there and says suck it queers. Chad goes back and says so long gay boys. Bird goes that yard looks like shit. Seth says you look like shit. AJ says you need birds blades, come touch it up.
Yeah.
Seth says I got
birds blades.
yeah. Seth comes back and says I got something he can touch. Well, then here comes Dubs. All you have to do in the neighborhood is cut your grass, no weed eating or edging, and you can have the sign. Other mofos must have 10-foot weeds.
to win it.
Seth comes back and says, ain't nobody worried about your fat ass opinion. You probably can't do your yard without damn near falling out.
Oh shit.
Yeah, this is our daily football fantasy football group me page.
And sadly, it's been kind of quiet.
Yeah.
Not just this year, the last few actually, but
Yeah.
there's some good moments still. Like
Oh, I'm
this.
getting to some good one now. Dubs comes back and says, I'm sorry, all you have to live for is your pathetic little sign, sir, but I'm happy you finally accomplished something in life. Well done. Seth comes back and says, we're still waiting for you to do anything other than struggle for oxygen.
Oh man, Dubs,
Oh, man.
Dubs, Seth. Yeah, y'all got to get on and talk about this shit, dude.
Yeah, I need to fight it out.
God.
This needs to be handled.
And Dubs finishes it off. Do they have a raffle every week to see who gets to keep the sign, or do you just pay $20 to HOA and they drop it off?
Oh, dang.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, that was
You know,
pretty good.
I'm not gonna I don't want to get in the middle of it, but I will to Dub's defense and Kevin's because he made some comments too. Yeah, it didn't look like that yard was edged, Seth. I'm sorry, dude. It really didn't.
Yeah, come on, bro. Yeah, do you even mow, bro?
Do we need to get your cousin over there to mow? He used to have a mowing business.
Oh, yeah.
man. Yeah, he's a jack of all, dude. He can do your pool if you had one.
I have
He can
pictures.
freaking mow.
I think that
edge,
picture's
weed
still
eat.
floating around somewhere.
Yeah, it pops up from time to
Yeah.
time. I've got it.
Oh, my gosh.
In case you need it. He's been putting a bird in the bind. Bird's blades, he got competition out there.
Oh, my
Speaking
God.
of bird, that's another one that didn't show up for the show.
Uh-oh.
Oh, dang. Well, one day.
Count it up.
Should we give him the too?
I don't know. We got some people kind of pissy last time.
Yeah.
Now some feelings got hurt. I think. I don't know.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's all right.
Yeah, we won't go there.
Not gonna make everybody happy. That's what we're here for. Like, we're just here to piss people off.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the French.
That's what we get paid
Bring
for.
them up again.
Yeah, and then we just answer a good question and give them a little props, and then they're all happy and they stick their chest out.
The French people from Victoria who love Navarro.
Papato fishing.
Oh my gosh.
Cowboys fans,
Yeah.
Aggie fans.
Oh yeah, the Aggie fans ain't too happy right now, but. But before we get any further, do we got any more national days?
Yep, one more.
What you got?
Y'all's Pearl Harbor
Oh,
Remembrance Day.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
definitely couldn't do this without talking about that one.
A day of infamy. The day Japan attacked the United States at Pearl Harbor.
The day they
December
effed around
7th.
and found out.
Yes, they did. They pissed off a lot of people.
Yes,
A lot.
yes, they did.
Dude, I just watched Midway, the newest Midway movie.
Oh yeah,
That was a pretty good movie, man.
I guess I haven't seen that one.
I know they got that older one out, but they had this new one out. It was really good. I mean,
Hey, yeah, I haven't watched it.
Yeah, that was like you said,
yeah.
a day that will live in infamy forever.
Yep.
Where were you at when Pearl Harbor happened?
You're old enough for that.
Well, I wasn't here, obviously, but
Are you sure?
I can speak of. I did have a great uncle who served in the Philippines. He actually served on Bataan, and I don't know. Many don't know this, but within hours after the attack on Pearl Harbor, they also attacked the Philippines. So he was actually under fire already. Not sure exactly when, but by December 8th.
Oh dang!
So if
I didn't know that.
I don't know if y'all know the history behind Bataan, but Bataan would eventually be captured in the Philippines as a whole, and they would surrender. And the soldiers that were captured became POWs. And
Wow.
they would march in what we know today as the Bataan Death March.
Okay, I've heard of that now.
Oh,
yeah.
dang.
Yes.
Yeah, I've
and
heard of that.
my great uncle was a survivor of that in POW internment. World War II,
Ooh, wee.
for about 3 years.
That's not a position you want to be in there.
Nope.
You're
It's
fate
like,
in another country's hands.
That's just an
What's that?
extension of Pearl Harbor Day, but yeah. no.
What's that one movie? That kind of reminds me of that movie Unbreakable. He's a POW in the Japan camp.
I didn't watch
Was that
one either.
Unbreakable?
I think it was Unbreakable.
Okay, maybe it was.
Yeah. Where they just literally.
The one where they got
He used
shot
to-
out of the air and they survived on that float on the,
Yes. Yeah.
the little
Yeah.
the
He
little
used to
life
be
preserver boat for a
he was
while.
a Olympic track star or track person.
Okay, yeah, and they were captured.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some of that was similar to what. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. There's a book out there called Beyond Courage by Dorothy Cave, and that
Courage.
if you ever read that book, that'll give you a very deep insight into what those guys went through, and it was rough.
I'm about to go check that book out, man. I like reading those books like that, man.
Yeah, it mainly affected, it really affected the state of New Mexico because the old 200th Coastal Artillery Battery Unit, which my great uncle was a part of, even though he was from Texas, they were one of the ones primarily hit, and I think it was the 515th was the other unit. Both primarily they were based out of New Mexico, and they got shipped to be coastal artillery units in the Philippines before the war actually started. So they were already there when the war kicked off.
That's nuts.
Damn.
Yep.
Yeah, them dudes were built different back then, man. They had to deal with a lot of shit.
Yeah, we can't figure out which bathroom to walk in.
Jeez.
Don't know if we're an animal or a human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not trying to take away from Pearl Harbor because I think you said you've been there before, right?
Yeah, I
I
have,
have
man.
too. And like that USS, Arizona
Yeah, it's just
Memorial was something.
yeah, it's just something to see, man. And it just the it's the atmosphere, man. I don't know, something in the air, man. It just you feel it.
Yeah, there won't be many dry eyes there
No.
either. Let's just say that. Whether you obviously we're how many generations past that. But
Yeah.
there still ain't many dry eyes. And it's just a very, very solemn atmosphere, very solemn experience.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh man. Well, I heard it's your other daddy's birthday today.
Oh yeah, we kind of missed that on the.
Yeah.
We missed that
Oh,
on National
God.
Day.
Willie, Larry Bird.
Larry Bird.
I mean, your
Willie's
nickname
daddy.
was what?
Larry
That's
Legend.
a nickname that no one has brought up yet from basketball when we were in high school. Yeah.
You've got so many.
And I made it worse by wearing them damn white tennis shoes. And they all used to be like, "Where you gonna wear it?" Coach Boner used to tell me, "Why you gotta wear them white birds all the time?"
And you had the haircut too for it. He had that
Hell,
shit.
he might have given me that nickname. I don't know. Like, you Larry Legend.
Oh, we got to give credit to Coach Bone
Oh
now.
man.
Yeah.
I do wanna-
Hey, I saw him at the game.
Oh, you
the
did?
other night. Yes, I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Talked to him briefly. Just shook his hand. I also saw Chris Bear.
Oh, I saw a picture of him and Nick
the old
Evans. together.
MVP from back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
From that old state championship we talk about.
It was a good run.
that was a bad dude right there, man.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he sounded like he's doing good. He lives in San Antonio in that area now. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he said he didn't have to drive too far to the stadium.
I remember coming in as a freshman and they toss the ball out to him. I'm just holding the pad, and he's running up like full speed. They just do like a toss out to him. I'm like, oh my God.
I'm about to get lit up.
I remember right before he's about to hit me, I closed my eyes and here he comes and he just like nobody hit me. I was like, what the hell? And I opened my eyes and he just goes, boo, and he touches the pad. It's like, oh my God. He almost killed me.
Say that dude was pretty funny too, man.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen him get mad. Like
No.
even during a game, man, he
Chew
was
on
like
that
chill.
mouthpiece like
yeah,
Steph Curry.
I remember one game. I think
He did used to do that.
I think they were playing Schillenberg. I can't remember what year it was, but we were playing Schillenberg, and he was running into his end zone. He was maybe 30 yards away. He had big old three guys coming running at him, and he stops like on a dime, just stops. Let those three guys come back or run through the sideline. He just takes off. Like just the dude, his agility was crazy,
No, man.
man.
Yeah, it was hard to bring him down.
Oh yeah,
I remember when he was pushing to get in the end zone and what was that versus Big Sandy?
Yeah.
Man, they hit him. I was like, oh, they stopped him, and he just reaches out and boom, touchdown. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
man.
carried like 2 or 3 guys into the end zone.
yeah.
Oh.
I remember. I won't say his name, but I remember someone kind of tearing up in the locker room afterwards because he missed his block, and that's why Bear had to power through 3 people to get in.
Oh, really? Dang.
God dang.
Yeah,
I wasn't
he
on
was,
offense in those days, so I actually didn't play much offense on varsity.
he was fun to watch.
Yeah, he was. He sure was.
Speaking of football, what about that Texas-Georgia game?
Yeah.
I think it started already, didn't
did.
it? 3 o'clock. Right?
Yes, I think you're right.
What
It
about the
did.
Texas and A&M game?
How about it, Aggies? you went down again.
Y'all had a
What was it,
Piss Aggies
14, 13 or 14 years after the last time?
And all I'm hearing from Aggie people are, oh, they cheated. They cheated. They cheated. Okay.
Whatever. Take it on the chin and move on. Like Seth said. Oh, did you see that cringe video I sent y'all? The yell leader down there.
Oh, dude,
Oh,
that thing's been going around everywhere.
Go fight Texas Aggie. Go fight Texas Aggie.
You want to give us a demonstration?
I can't get up and do it.
I don't think Willie's a fan of the Aggies.
I'm sorry. That one was.
I think Seth wants to be one of those yell leader guys.
I think so, too.
Well, yeah, he wants to get down there with his favorite cousin and do it together.
Dang.
Hey, that should be like a bet between them two.
Oh, dude, that'd be great.
Seth lose, and he's got to wear those coveralls, and he's got to pretend he's a yell
the
leader.
Aggie
from
shirt
Aggie.
underneath.
Yeah.
They didn't put video on their Kissing Cousin podcast.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh, man.
Willie almost spit his beer out on that one.
I hope you're listening to our podcast, Chase, because I just gave you a good idea. Yeah, Seth ain't going to like this one too much, but whatever.
No.
Get him fired up.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, y'all want to answer some questions?
Yeah, what you got?
Let's hear him.
You ready? You ready, Genius Willie? I'm going to stomp you on this one, bro.
Genius.
All right, ready? Question 1. Who sent Christopher Columbus to explore the New World?
Oh, Queen Elizabeth.
No. It was the Queen of Spain, Isabella of Spain. It wasn't.
It was of Spain, but it wasn't that person you're talking about. It was a man.
Ferdinand?
Oh.
King Ferdinand.
Gotcha.
How do you remember all this stuff?
That's what I was. I tried to
Well,
find something
he was
that, like,
Italian,
stumps him.
but everybody thought that Italy sent him. But
Oh, my God.
no,
See, even that.
How the hell do you know he's Italian?
Italy would not do it. They wouldn't pay for it. So he went to Spain to see if they would. And
You know what
they
he
did.
reminds me of? I bet you got one of those telephone booths like off of Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures. I bet you go back in time and do that shit.
I think you need to search him for an earpiece. I think he's got something going on here.
Are you pulling a Kamala
It's
Harris
not
on
my
us?
phone. It's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, you got
it's
those
right
earrings.
here. I'm not pressing it. I swear.
He's got
earrings
He's
on.
got those earrings that Kamala was wearing today.
I'll even put it in my pocket for this questionnaire.
Hey, but hold on. Pull your earpiece up. We need to see. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
those are some nice diamond earrings.
He's clear. Dollar, did you see the other side?
Yeah, he's
All right.
good.
Okay, I guess we're good. All right, we'll go for another question now. We'll let you slide. All right. The shot heard around the world describes which battle in the American Revolution? Or battles?
Oh man, the shot heard around the world. Where was that?
Yes, I got him.
Oh, buddy.
I want to say it ain't Little Bighorn because that was Civil War.
Nope.
No, that was after Civil War, I believe. Yeah, that was Indian Wars.
That was Indian War.
Oh, good. I got him thinking.
It's
I got
not Yorktown because the Battle of Yorktown was towards the end of the war.
Now, sir.
Yeah,
That's your lifeline.
Time's up.
That's
you
your
go
time.
for it. Just tell me.
Time's up.
Just tell me.
Battles of Lexington and Concord.
Oh my god!
Really, Willie? You didn't get that?
Yeah, really, Willie?
I'm sure Seth will be like, I knew that, you dumbass.
That's a good part about not being on here. You can't.
you can claim you knew all this stuff.
You can hide a little bit.
Yeah, this is what Seth is doing right now.
That's true. All right. Who was a president during the Cuban Missile Crisis?
JFK.
Junior. Yeah, JFK.
Ooh. Wonderful job, sir. All right. Well, you got that one too easy. I was hoping that'd burn a little more
Dollar
time.
got it too. We were kind of like right there. It's like,
I said Junior, but I meant JFK.
Dollar
Yeah.
said Obama.
I'm glad I wasn't Obama.
All right. Who was the first black Supreme Court justice in the United States?
oh,
You got me on that one.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Ready for the gong?
It was dang, what's her name? I saw something about that the other day.
Someone tells me it was a man.
It was Thurgood Marshall.
That's a good one. Hey,
Yeah.
isn't that who the isn't there a college named after him? Like, no, or was it Marshall University? The Thunder and
Is it?
Herd?
No, I don't. Was it named after him?
Oh, maybe not.
They will have to answer that on the next pod. We're going to have to figure that one out now.
I'm probably wrong. So yeah.
I just watched that movie not too long ago with Marshall.
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
I
That
thought
was a
I
good movie.
thought I heard something mentioned about Thurgood Marshall in that movie, but yeah, I'm probably wrong.
Maybe so. The more you know. Mm-hmm. All right. What about in what year did child labor laws start in the United States?
Children's.
60s, 70s,
No, it was way sooner than that.
50s.
1915-ish, 1910, 15.
Little closer to us than that.
Oh, 20s?
30s.
Wow, it took till the 30s? Really? Dang, okay.
1938.
Happened during FDR's presidency. I got you.
I'm kind of surprised. You think they'd want the kids working during that time?
Yeah.
I guess I shouldn't be that surprised by that answer. Okay.
All right, I got one more.
The more I think about it.
Who was the first American to win the Nobel Peace Prize?
Good grief.
American citizen?
Yes, first
Just
American
yeah. Okay.
to win the Nobel Peace Prize.
I know. I'm going to guess it was it a president?
Oh, it was? Who? Obama.
Theodore Roosevelt.
You cheated.
Was it?
It was? Yes.
He got it right. That was my last question. I
What
thought I
did
had
he,
him
I wonder what
stumped.
he got that for then.
Was it something to do with maybe his love of wildlife or?
Oh,
don't know.
yeah.
He helped.
He was.
He
big into
didn't
that.
directly start the national park system, but he was a
He
big
did
part
a
of it
lot
going
of it,
forward.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is right.
I mean, there's a national park named after him. If y'all didn't know that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's up in. I think it's in Dakotas, North Dakota, maybe. Might be wrong on that.
Yeah, I think
it's
so.
in North Dakota.
Yeah.
Was he the one that said, speak softly and carry a big stick?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was him.
I remember seeing pictures and he had that like cane or whatever. He
Yeah.
had big
Yep.
wood cane.
He didn't run for a second elected term. He decided he didn't want to, and then things didn't go. Woodrow Wilson won the presidency, so he ran against Woodrow Wilson for the second term. He didn't win the nominee for the Republican Party, so he ran. He created a new party called the Bull Moose Party, and that was the last time a party besides Democrat or Republican finished second or finished in
Really?
the top two places.
Really?
Yes, he still lost to Wilson, but it was because there were split votes between Republicans and the Bull Moose.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Ain't that something? Huh.
Way too smart for me.
Yeah. I still don't understand how you retain all this.
Sorry. That's why
I'm glad you do. It's good
That's why I
talking
could
points.
sleep through Coach Holter's class. in most every history class I was in.
I said, I never really had a problem in history class. I always remembered everything for the test, but I can't retain it much anymore.
Dude, yeah, once I studied it, did my test, and I was like, oh, I can forget it now.
Yeah.
It was gone.
Is that all you had for me today?
That was it. Oh. How many was that?
I'm just kidding.
That was 6. It's about the normal. Oh my God, what was that?
Dogong.
Somebody just opened the tomb. We got all kind of like sound effects. Hang on.
Oh, yeah. We can get our own band going on over here now.
How about
Oh my gosh.
how about in pro football? I'm a Texans fan. I know he's a Ravens fan.
I don't really watch NFL too much.
This is an opinion on everyone's, though. How about the Aziz Al-Sha'ir controversy?
That okay?
Hitting
I
Trevor Lawrence.
Did see that? I think
Oh,
it's
yeah.
bull crap. They shouldn't have suspended him for that.
I agree with the penalty and maybe even being ejected, but yeah, the suspension afterwards, 3 games was harsh. I think it was a lot, and
I see it this way: the quarterback running with the ball, he's acting as a running back. You slide, you're going to get hit because what that defender's doing, he is trying to pop that ball out of that guy's hand.
I think they should just do it with the slide. That way, they see a hit coming, they brace for it.
Yeah.
This wouldn't have happened if you would have been able to brace for that hit.
Yep.
And if they lead head, helmet to helmet, hit him in the helmet, then okay, throw him out. I mean, it's targeting.
Yeah.
I get it.
And he didn't try to hit him with his helmet. That's what I don't get.
Yeah, I'm not saying he didn't have time to stop. He probably at least had time to let up a little. He probably shouldn't have led with his freaking forearm, but it.
Well, he
I
was
don't
trying
know.
to
It was-
prevent the
it
helmet
was too
hitting,
much.
probably.
Yeah.
Probably so. Probably so. I don't know, but did you hear the words that they? Was it the president of NFL operations or? Well, in the suspension, told him your lack of sportsmanship and respect for the game. He tongue lashed him pretty hard in this letter, and respect for and this is what really pissed people off more, I think. But your lack of sportsmanship and respect for the game of football and all those who play, coach, and enjoy watching it is troubling and does not reflect the core values of the NFL. Your continued disregard for NFL playing rules puts the health and safety of both you and your opponents in jeopardy and will not be tolerated. And they just released today, they actually considered suspending him for the rest of the year.
What?
I think they didn't do it because they knew fans would be outraged.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
already outraged over 3 games. And my personal opinion, I think that's why they shut Trevor Lawrence down for the rest of the season because they had to kind of – they were trying to make it justifiable for the 3 games without getting their reputation smashed too hard by fans. That's just my opinion.
Hey, you don't touch sunshine.
Yeah.
That's a pretty man,
Sunshine.
Oh, man. We're talking about Remember the Titans now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink one for you, Willie.
Yeah, I can't do no more.
You got a ping pong sales?
But yeah, he was
going on?
ejected from the game and received a 3-game ban or suspension without pay, and then he also appealed and lost. I don't know if y'all saw that.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
I did see
he
something about
appealed
that.
and lost.
Did y'all hear Rex Ryan talking about that?
No,
He went off, and
on who? On Shair? Or?
he was pretty much kind of as a he was an ex-coach, so he's looking at it as a coach.
Yeah.
And he said, I would never teach my quarterback to slide like that.
Yeah,
And they were like, well, then what the hell would you do? And the way he looks at it is he's teaching to be like basically head first,
yeah.
like just dive, like
Dive.
get down. He said, if you dive at their knees, what are they going to do? They're going to just try to be like, oh,
They're gonna get out of the way.
They're going to get the hell out of the way.
They don't want that knee getting taken out.
Yeah. So Rex Ryan actually is saying, they were like, what the hell are they going to, you want him to slide and go head first? And now he's going to, who knows what's going to happen? You're putting your head out there like, look at Tua.
Yeah.
Every time he falls, he's hurt,
Yeah, Tua. That's a
Rex
whole
Ryan-
another story.
Rex Ryan was going, I mean, he was going off.
Brady had something to say about it too.
Oh, really?
Brady actually had Shair's back, talking about how we can't be leaving this, putting this all on a defensive player to make these decisions.
Yeah.
In a split second, that happened in a split second.
Did you see, I don't know who hit him that time, but they played that clip a couple of days ago where he got hit like that. He's sliding and they just knock his helmet off. And he gets up and he, luckily hit him in a good, angle maybe, I guess, and he was good. But he got up, grabbed his helmet, and ran back over next play. But, yeah, that's –
Brady was built different, too.
man, I know Flacco got hit like that one time against Miami. He went for the slide, and they knocked his helmet off, and Bob Menery had a pretty funny video.
Yeah, I did see that.
Brady pointed out, the timing of Lawrence's slide before Al-Shair came in with the tackle, suggesting quarterbacks should also be penalized for producing them too late in an effort to protect them going forward. He said there's more design runs for quarterbacks ever now than in the history of the NFL, he added. Well, let's also point out the reason these hits are going to keep happening. Look at what Mahomes does. Mahomes fakes these slides so that defenders lets up and then he runs off for 20 more yards. He also does it on the edge of the out of bounds. I've seen Aaron Rodgers take advantage of this for years, the out of bounds for years.
Yeah.
And earlier this year, I don't know if y'all remember, there was a clip going around out there where the announcers were talking, and there was a 15-yard penalty thrown for someone hitting Mahomes as he was going out of bounds.
Oh, really?
For a late hit. Well, they showed the replay. Mahomes hadn't even stepped out of bounds yet when he was hit, and they threw a 15-yard penalty on the defender. He was still in bounds. That one actually created some outrage too. And that the NFL needs to be reviewing these and teaching these. Or in my opinion, you can do away with all this if you've got someone, a referee, like an eye in the sky, watching these replays and calling down and saying, "Hey, you need to wave that off. That was bad."
Yeah.
That was not a good call. I got replay evidence. Just pick up that flag and wave it off. We don't need to get up here and get into some long review. I've already reviewed it. Before we get into that, just wave it off.
Yeah.
I think if they would do that, you wouldn't have to worry about these long,
Drawn out.
Yeah, these long drawn out reviews after every play. If you've got a referee watching it live who's in contact directly with those guys.
Yeah, did y'all see the deal with Jared Goff the other day? They tried to call that play down. I think they hiked the ball. He went for the handoff. His knee comes down. I guess he's tripping. He's falling. He touches his knee to the ground, and he hands the ball off.
They called
and
him
they're
down.
like, "Oh, you should be down." Well, they gave it to him, but everybody on Facebook, I mean, you just see it everywhere. They're throwing a fit about, "Oh, he should be down." That's a college rule,
Yeah, it is. But
nobody touched him.
In the NFL, when a quarterback kneels behind the line of scrimmage, that's taking a knee. That's a rule too. So
like that.
That kind of, I can see where that can be a kind of a tricky one there. Well, was he giving himself up? Was he not? Do you have a line in between, or do you just say when he goes down behind the line of scrimmage like that, he's down because he was giving himself up?
Yeah, that's what I wonder. I don't know if it's because you're making a football motion. I don't know how that rule works.
I guess you could say that. Yeah,
he's going for the handoff. You can see him just he's falling, knees about to touch the ground. Bam, he hands it off, and they threw a fit because I don't know if it was. I didn't watch the whole game because I had to go to bed, but But yeah, I saw a lot about that.
No, I mean I get it. That's a college thing. Like
Yeah, nobody
a
touches you.
A
You're
lot
down.
of people forget that, and they get pissed off. Well, he was down. Well, and not in the pros. In the pros,
Yeah.
he's not down unless he's contacted. Mm-hmm. So I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, there was a lot of talk about that one.
Yeah, I did see that video going around a lot, especially a bunch of the Texans fans. I don't know, they're all pissed about all that crap.
I'm not opposed to, as a Texans fan, I think I'm not opposed to, they should have banned him, suspended him for a game. I would have been okay with that. But I think 3 was a little excessive. 3 was a bit excessive. And, I know. I think he's pissed off because they showed some tweet he made where what he said, if y'all want to make me the enemy, I'll be the enemy. Like he came out and said that after it was his appeal fell through.
He's trying to make money off of that deal right there. Watch.
He did apologize to Lawrence without anyone telling him to.
Yeah,
like he actually did that on his own. They said,
"Oh, that's good."
Yeah.
I mean, that's just instinct. The game. You guys got the ball. He's running. You lunge at him. You try to hit him. Get the ball out. I mean,
Yep.
I know we did. You got the ball, you're getting hit.
Yep. Let's see.
Late or not.
And what else we got? High school football.
Oh, yeah,
I was at the Shiner game Thursday night, and I had a feeling that game wouldn't be that close. I kind of didn't pick it as much. I pretty much my thought process going into the game. Well, if they play like they can, don't turn it over, they're going to win by at least 20. It'll be 21 plus.
Yeah.
If they play their game, it's 21 plus. And
it was 27-0.
well, that game wasn't as close as the score showed.
Oh, really?
They still made mistakes and still won 27-0.
Yeah.
It should have been 28-0 at half.
Really?
Oh yeah, there was a couple of mistakes. They're a young team. They're working on it. They're getting there.
That's good.
And it's crazy. It's just their defense has been so lights out that they've been able to make some of these mistakes, and it hasn't caught up with them yet. And I hope they don't. I hope they get it. A little cleaned up here going into this next week. Semifinals are going to get tough.
Who are they playing for the semifinals?
They're playing Bremond this
that's
upcoming
right.
Thursday. Bremon's, I don't think Shiner's ever played them before.
No.
I haven't looked it up yet, so I don't know if that's for a fact, but I don't think they've ever played before, and they are like a perennial power up in East Texas.
Oh, really? Another East Texas team.
In that division. They're actually between Waco and College Station.
I said the last East Texas team we kind of played back in the day, Thorndale. There used to be a powerhouse. You remember them?
Yeah.
They were a powerhouse.
They're strong baseball and even softball.
Yeah.
They got a good baseball softball program as well.
Yep. You know who I'm excited for in high school football? Ganado.
Yeah.
They beat the living shit out of Refugio, and I'm so glad to see that.
It was 14-6. I wouldn't call it.
I guess, yeah.
They did beat up on Marlin, though, Thursday night.
That's what I'm thinking. It was Marlin.
There's a lot of talk about that being a close game.
Yeah.
And what was it, 44 to 14 or
that's
something
what
like
I
that?
I know I saw a bunch of Marlin parents talking.
Yeah.
They were thinking they had that game.
No, I think Ganado's on a mission, and
That's good.
I hope they bring it home this year.
I do too.
Yeah.
I'm just happy they beat Refugio.
Oh, man.
That sucks when you have that target on your back like Refugio. Everybody wants to beat you.
They've kind of put it on themselves over the years. You can't say that they haven't.
Well, I remember, I don't know, might have been my senior year. We went to play Louise, and Louise was still district.
Yeah.
And I remember Cherney walking in the locker room, and he was pissed. I mean, he was red-faced, eyes poking out. He was hot.
That vein poking out in the middle of his head.
He was hot. And he sucked them lips up like he did when he would get mad. And he said, "You know what they said to me, that you know how the head coaches kind of meet in the middle of the field before the game.
Yeah.
Like we're going to the locker room after warming up. They go to the middle of the field. They're shaking hands, whatever." He said he walked to the middle of the field, and the Louise coach walked out, and he stuck his hand out to shake his hand, and the Louise coach said, "We've been practicing to beat y'all all year," and turned around and walked off. And so he came in the locker room just hot, and it could have been 100% lie just to get everybody pissed off.
Yeah.
But we came out. We had a hell of a game because they had a good running back, C.J. Clemens.
Oh, yeah, I remember him.
He
I
was
remember CJ.
he was
little
pretty
leprechaun?
good. Yeah, a little redhead man. Oh man, yeah, he was pretty good, but
He had an older brother that was pretty good too. I can't remember his first
Really?
name though. Yeah, I think he was closer to my age.
yeah, no, that was good. I remember that, and I mean, just like every district game, there was conflict with the coaches, or it was pretty dramatic, and it could have been just like, hey, we want to fire you up to win this game.
Yeah.
But Flatonia was the same way. You remember? Was that Signs? Was he like superintendent or something like that?
At that time, he was. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember him, and
It was David's son, I believe.
yeah. And I remember apparently he had been kind of talking a little trash, like they were thinking this is our year kind of thing, kind of like the Cowboys.
Yeah.
But we ain't gonna talk about that.
Yeah, I remember. I talked to him. I talked to him a few times.
Yeah.
Well, I had a girlfriend in those days from Flatonia, so he'd see me around over there and would talk to me and stuff. But
Pull the reins, Willie.
he was a nice guy, when I talked to him. But I imagine that little rivalry between the coaches probably gets pretty interesting.
Yeah, he was pretty excited about that game and was jawing a little bit, and I remember the coaches were standing in there and everybody's dead quiet. Like if you were talking before the game, their coaches are pissed, right? Hey, whoa. What are you doing?
It's not a beer, it's a Red Bull.
Oh, gives you wings.
Do you have wings now?
Not yet.
No, but I remember the coaches being in there, and I remember Signs sticking his head in, and it's dead quiet. I mean, nobody's saying a word, and he says, "Hey, good luck to you guys," and he kind of slaps the doorway, and somebody says, "Y'all are the ones that are going to need the luck." And his face turned red, and he just walked out. And I think we won I don't remember what score, 42-7 or something. It wasn't.
They had a good team the year before when we were seniors. I don't know if y'all remember that.
RJ Lister.
Oh
No, RJ was gone the year before.
Christmas tree.
Well, I don't know if you know this. If you listen to Flatonia's school song, it sounds like "Oh Christmas Tree."
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I think that's why they called him. Well, no, he was called that before that.
He was called that in Shiner.
Yes, I remember. It was
Because of
my
his
junior year. Yeah.
Braces or something like that.
He
or-
got something caught in his teeth, and it was green. And of course, he had red hair.
I was wondering how that came about.
Well, it was my junior year. It would have been RJ's senior year. He was playing for Flatonia, but Bear and all them, that was they were in the same class.
Oh, really?
Well, we were all sitting there stretching before we were about to go out, and Flatonia was playing their school song, and it literally sounds. I never even realized it. It sounds like "Oh Christmas Tree," and Bear just sitting there with his helmet cracked a hole in his head, and he just starts smirking. He's all, "Oh Christmas Tree!" He just starts singing it out loud, the words, and we're all sitting there looking, and we're like, "Oh my God, RJ plays for him! Holy shit!"
Oh, everything comes full circle.
Yeah, they came out. I don't know if y'all remember that game. They came out, got up ahead, were beating us. I think it was 9-0. I don't remember how they got to 9. And I think they scored a touchdown and didn't get the extra point, and then kicked the field goal. And then that was in the first quarter ended. We're down 9-0, and it was just all Shiner after that. We ended up winning 43-9.
Oh yeah. I think I was watching that one.
Yep.
Yeah, we held them and forced a field goal attempt, and they made it. Somehow they missed an extra point, or maybe they went for 2. I don't know what happened, but yeah, we forced a field goal, and they made it, and they were all excited. The quarter ended, and it was just on after that. It was the it was the Veer show after that, and Chris Bear show.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
The old Veer. I remember running that about 8 times in a row a few times.
Yeah, my senior year, they still had a decent team, and I remember they had a pretty big running back, and
Was that Grafaldo?
yes, it
I
was.
do remember him.
And then they had a good tight end. His name was Wade Berger.
Wade, yeah.
Yep.
I think by our senior year they had a Kurt Murill or something like that. He was kind of skinnier, but
Morelli was the other running back with Grafaldo. Yeah.
Okay,
that same year. Yeah.
oh man, I remember that dude talking some trash, and I remember Turk was like, "Come on, we're doing a blitz," and I was like,
he's
yes.
another one. He's another one I talked to lots of times after outside of the game. And
I got my
see him
chance
at
one
parties
play.
and shit.
I remember they hiked the ball, and they're handing him the ball, and I'm bam right when he catches the ball, I got a free shot on him.
Yeah, I had a cousin who was actually y'all's age that played for Flatonia at that time too.
Oh really?
Yeah, his name was Kevin. Yeah.
Dang.
Didn't Flatonia have somebody went to the NFL? I swear they had. Oh, I know
Yes, they
it was
had
a quarterback.
No, he played fullback.
He was a fullback.
Yes.
Oh.
Man, I know for sure he played for OSU. I remember watching a game, and they announced where he was from, and they're like, "Where's Flatonia, Texas?" And they showed, it's like, "Oh, that's cool." And then I think he actually made the NFL and played fullback for like the Chargers or somebody.
Dang.
I thought it was the Chargers for a while.
You know who I watched a little bit was you remember K'Ron Johnson from Quero?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was a big boy.
that's a big
Man,
dude.
he looked big. He looked big in his jersey in college, playing
Yeah.
for Baylor. Golly.
He's a coach now, ain't he?
Is he?
I think
K'Ron?
he is. Yeah, I think he's a
man.
coach.
Man,
Dang, I forgot about that dude.
yeah, that was a big boy. He was cool as hell too.
Yep. Okay, Ron.
Yeah, I think I forgot. He's a coach somewhere. I don't know if he's like in the same area as Ray Gates, though.
Oh man,
Oh,
Ray's doing real well.
We just got a text from JJ. I just seen this.
Oh, really?
Really?
That's all right. We'll have to get him on next time.
Yeah.
Unless y'all want to call him real quick. I don't know, but
Well, we can do
I
a
don't
Christmas
even-
special coming up. Maybe he can get on that Christmas special.
I don't even know if he's able to get on.
It's all right. We'll get him next time.
Another cool thing I actually just got today. I don't know. The wife and I do season passes to the Gaslight. We've done it for the last couple of years.
Oh, yeah.
And I just got a thing in the mail. Well, not great news. They're actually going up on their prices for the same. I'm actually surprised they hadn't, though, honestly,
Yeah.
to this point. They just went up by like $30 a year per person,
Huh.
Oh,
which
damn.
isn't. It is
So you said it's a season pass you get for the
yes,
Gaslight
yeah,
Theater?
you can get a season pass.
How many
it's all-
play?
There's 3 shows every year, and you can go to one of each show.
Oh, and they do food and everything up there.
Oh yeah, Warner's is the caterer,
Okay.
and they just take it's people locally that try out for the parts and get them. I mean,
Yeah.
that's how that rolls.
I've only been up there a few times. I guess it was high school when we'd go up there. I guess it was for Coach Wing's class. We had to go up there and
Oh
do stuff.
yeah, well she did OAP.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess she still does OAP. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think so.
But but interesting fact, they're celebrating 130 years.
Wow.
It was built in 1895. So
Wow.
and
I've heard some crazy
remember
stories
name.
about that place, like
Yeah.
it being haunted and people getting shot. And,
Well, I mean, there's a lot of people in there, but it ain't seemed haunted when I've been there.
yeah. Well, they said when you go up there, I think Miss Wink said that. Coach Wink, she said, yeah, the few times she's went up there by herself, she had certain stuff would fall or she would hear things or see images. Like, okay.
Dang. Not the place for me.
Nope. Get out of here.
Well, I did go camping last weekend.
Oh yeah. I forgot to ask you about that. I'm not paying attention to my notes. It's like threw Willie under the bus.
No, I mean, what
Take
other,
that.
you got some other notes or?
No, that was the last thing. But I scratched through and my pen quit working. So
Oh, okay.
technical gift to poor people stuff. You don't know nothing about that.
He don't have
Right.
He has somebody scratches his notes out for him.
Yeah. He got somebody that holds his mic for him the whole time.
Oh, well, we went to Choke Canyon State Park though. This past weekend after
Choke
Thanksgiving.
Canyon.
Yeah, down there between Three Rivers and Tilden.
Huh.
Yeah, the lake Choke Canyon Reservoir that's there.
Yep.
Real nice park. Honestly, there's not a whole lot to do there other than camp, which the camping's excellent. One thing that was very unique about this park though. And I think I sent y'all pictures, but it was the javelinas, man.
Yeah.
The javelinas are something. Like
You got
they
extra guests when you're trying to hang out.
Literally, I'm just sitting there around the campfire, just chilling, and like and I look up and here's one javelina like 15 feet away from me, and I'm like, the hell. So I'm just sitting there and I watch him, and like this dude just don't have a care in the world that I'm right there. I mean, I got music playing behind me, and then
He was trying to jam out.
he kind of creeps on by. Like, I don't know if he realized I didn't have anything, or he goes back in the brush and then kind of comes back. And then, so I'm like, whatever, that was crazy. So I just sit back, and then wife comes out, and then we're sitting there talking. And then the next thing you know, I glance over and there's like a whole family of them. There's like 7 or 8 of them. There's like some bigger ones, and then there's little babies. And I'm just sitting there like, oh. Brandy looks and freaks out. But it's just crazy, man. And then the next day we were sitting there, and they came out during the day, and like one literally, I mean, got a couple feet behind Brandy's chair. They're sitting there. They could hear. We were eating lunch, eating sandwiches around that campfire ring, and like it got that close. I finally had to get up and like clap my hands at them and like get big and act big,
Should've
and they finally shoot off. They're not that big, guys.
Oh, you're all right. Drag them knees.
They don't get as big as wild hogs do, as regular wild hogs. Speaking of that, I mean, y'all know there's a difference between that.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I got some on my camera right now. Next to my feeder.
Dude, he showed me
That's why I thought
some.
it tore up.
Them suckers are huge.
Cool.
God dang.
Because they're the more funnier colored, right? Aren't they like the, what the?
They-
Casper?
They got like a collar ring around their neck. It's like dark, while the rest of their coat's kind
Yeah.
of gray.
Yeah, I was going to say, because these are funny colored.
Yeah, they call them technically, javelina is the Spanish word. Technically, they're called peccaries.
What?
Whoa, say that again?
Hey.
Peccaries.
Oh, my
Or
God.
pecaries. I don't know. That's how I read it. Peccaries. You know.
see my pecker?
Yeah. Maybe it's because I got a dirty mind. I don't know.
I think you've been watching the wrong videos, Willie.
They're called a collared peccary, like that version of them.
Wait,
Seriously.
what are they called?
Collared peccary. I know, it's funny.
All right. Well, it was good talking to y'all today.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
And yes, y'all knew that they're an entirely different family of animals. As a result of that, they actually cannot crossbreed with wild hogs.
They can't use their peccary?
No, they can't use their peccary on a regular wild hog. Yes, they come from the family Tayasuidae, and regular hogs come from the family Suidae.
Oh, my God.
And because of their, that's
What
why
the-
they can't do that. We have a spy.
Oh, but yeah. Thought I heard spurs clicking in here.
Another interesting fact, they're just as closely related to a hog or pig as they are to a hippo.
What the
You
hell?
got some thunder?
There's all kind of noise today. Some creepy
Fire on the
shit going
mountain,
on.
lightning in the
I think we got ghosts in here.
I know.
We got this extra spot on the mic. You can sit
I
down.
saw a visitor. Yeah, they're actually just as closely related to a pig as they are to a hippo.
That's
To a
crazy.
hippo.
Yeah, interesting fact.
And what's funny here, aren't they smaller? Aren't they a smaller
Yeah.
breed?
Yes,
That's what's weird, and then they're close to a hippo. And then you got those other hogs that are like freaking 500 pounds.
And that's just funny because like every time we go camping, there's not every time, but like there's just been so many crazy like experiences with animals. Like we were that was September. We were over at Balmorhea, and like skunks kept just coming up in the camp while we're sitting there,
Really?
Oh,
like looking for bugs, looking for stuff laying around. And I'm just sitting there like, I mean, they'd get from me to you, dollar.
hell.
And I'd like,
Nope.
crap. I'd kind of let it walk by, and I'd get up, and we'd walk away, and Brandy'd be throwing rocks at them to get them to piss off. And like, dude, 30 minutes later, they'd come back.
Yeah.
Like they were
the hell?
they were relentless little shits, man. Like,
That's crazy.
and then raccoons. Of course, you always got to worry about raccoons. So
Yeah.
getting your
Trash,
trash.
them trash pandas.
Yes, trash pandas for sure.
I've been watching my back ever since I kicked that one. They're kind of like little mafia. Little punks.
And then some of these parks, deer will pretty much almost come right up to you too. Like,
I remember going and staying in Brackenridge.
yes,
Was that other side of Edna? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah.
Man, there's a bunch. I mean, they would walk right up to you.
Yep, and then there you get the alligators too.
Oh, yeah.
I've
I
seen
remember
alligators in
telling
that
some
park.
stories about that.
Where?
At Brackenridge.
really? Oh, yeah.
Lake
yeah.
Texana.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I remember some people went to school with Wynn, and they were talking about it, and they scared the hell out of whoever was there.
I think.
They're like, he was going to swim in, and they're like, get the hell out of that water.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen them there, but they're always kind of back off in the muddy.
Oh,
areas. I mean, now when it gets dark, it kind of changes everything.
I would not want to find out.
They start hunting in the twilight.
Yeesh.
But speaking of like that, like old Jared, the coach, they go down to Coletto every year during the summer, and they water ski and everything out there, and they got alligators in that lake.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah, I've seen alligators in there. he's like, just don't be doing that crap at dusk and early morning. Do it during the middle of the day. 'Cause
Yeah.
the alligators kind of go hide during the middle of the day.
Yeah, get out of the feeding zone.
Yeah.
Yep.
God. Man, I've heard some crazy stories of guys. Well, it was actually she was the wife of this guy. They went skiing in some lake and water skiing, and he had went down, came back up, and he, I guess, ran into a nest of water moccasins, baby water moccasins.
God. Ugh.
Yeah, killed them
Yeesh.
because they just bit him.
Y'all seen Lonesome Dove, right? When
Yeah.
they're crossing the river in Oasis, and dude falls off his horse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right in that same thing, like
Yeah.
big old bunch of water moccasins floating by. Yeah.
God,
Hey, what was that movie? True Grit. What was that in that cave? Was that rattlesnakes?
what movie?
Remember True Grit? The John
True
Wayne
Grit?
movie?
Oh yeah,
And then they remade it with what was that guy's name?
I think
Bridges.
it was.
Jeff
Yeah,
Bridges.
Jeff Bridges.
Yeah.
I think it was rattlesnake.
So
yeah.
can't remember if the little girl fell down in the hole or something.
Yeah,
and
I
there was
think
like
so.
rattlesnakes, and then I think she got bit, and he saved her and put her on her horse, and then they like ran that horse to death, and the horse dies,
yeah,
and then like
Yeah.
carries her the rest of the way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that now.
pretty good movie.
Man, that's the other thing I fear. That's probably one of my fears is walking around out at the farm and fall into a rattlesnake pit. Just like,
Oh God.
you never know, man.
No, you don't.
You need old Rooster Cogburn over there, save your life.
Oh man.
He's got True Grit.
Dang. Well, y'all want to wrap it up?
Oh yeah. How
yeah,
long
sure
we
thing.
go today?
We're maybe 20 minutes shy of what we usually do.
What?
Man,
Are you cereal?
I feel like a failure.
Well, I could bring up one more thing. We are at 393 right now on all of our plays.
Oh,
Yeah,
buddy.
I forgot everything I was going to write down. Stupid.
Waiting for that whistle pig, man.
Come on, baby. Thirsty. Hey, it's getting cold. It'd be a good time to sip on some of that.
Dude, that's
It
the
would
best
be.
time.
Ooh.
I love my bourbons, but I don't even drink that much during the summer.
Another thing I'm going to bring
Yeah.
up. You see a High Hill distillery?
Oh, yeah. We can get that locally.
We can get that locally now. We don't have to go to the distillery to get it.
Need to
The
have
High
a-
Hill rum.
Is it it's in the liquor stores?
Yes.
They got it
Yep.
Mackers and
Yeah,
or
yeah.
And even Yoakum now.
depending
Yeah.
who you ask, makers and
Yeah,
shit.
Mackers.
Yeah.
It's Mackers.
Mackers. Yeah.
Smackers.
Yeah, that High Hill rum, that reserve, man, that was good. That's some good stuff.
Yeah. I want some more.
Yep.
I mean, I'd rather have that Whispig. I'd rather get to 1,000.
Yeah.
1,000 total views. Let's get it done.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we got this here 9th episode coming out. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. And then
Support
we
us,
can do
y'all. Support us.
slip
Listen.
a little Christmas special in there. That'll
Yeah.
help.
Hell yeah.
Another 20, 30 there.
Yeah. We'll have
Yeah.
to get somebody else to come on, too. I don't know yet. Everybody keeps on backing out, though.
Where you been, Gay J? Where you been?
Oh, wait. You talking about JJ?
Yep.
He sells chicken feed and he eats chicken feed.
I'll give him some credit. He did just text us and say that he
Yeah.
just saw it.
He's a busy man.
Yeah, he is a busy man with this. He's got that feed store and who knows what else going on.
He's gonna that pod's gonna be a good fun one. there.
Oh, for
Oh,
real! I
man.
can't wait.
Probably gonna have to shut the pod down.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gay J can mean others too, like AJ.
Yeah, Willie wasn't here the time when AJ was blasting him. It was
Oh,
us three
yeah.
and you.
Wow.
He
Yeah.
had to call in.
Yeah, you were out
Yeah.
So
hunting.
he got
Yeah.
his chance to get him back.
Yeah,
Yep.
bitch.
He did say he fought all your fights, right?
Oh yeah. What do you have to say about that? I want to know.
Dude.
I want to hear that.
I have no idea, but I do. I remember one fight where I was this was in Corpus, by the way. This wasn't in high school. I can't think of a single time that he had to fight for me in high school. But this is from Corpus, and we were at I think it was a frat party that one of AJ's frat brothers, his paid for friends, by the way. Oh, I said it, AJ. Your paid for friends. Oh, that was throwing. Kind of funny. I felt like they liked me and Colton just as much as they liked AJ, because they would invite us to these parties. even without him inviting us, sometimes we'd get invited to these parties. But anywho, we were at this party and me and Dubs were talking. There was a pool. No, it wasn't. It was a ping pong table, and they were playing beer pong on it in the garage. And I'm talking to Dubs, and there's this little guy. He's sitting there, and I didn't notice him. He's drunk. And he had said something, so I knew he was there, and he was kind of being ignorant, and he was slurring real bad. And, well, I don't know what happened. He tripped over his feet, and my back's towards him, and he trips over his own feet, I guess, and falls into the back of my legs. And, I go down, and I knew, because I'd already seen him, and I knew this guy was drunk. I got up, and I turn around, and he's just, so I help him up, because I just knew he was wasted. So I help him up, and then this dude proceeds to shove me, call me a bitch for pushing him down and tripping him, and I'm like,
you said that again. What did he call you?
This guy calls me a bitch for tripping him and knocking him down. The dude fell into me.
Wow.
So I was pissed, and I was just like, you know what, dude? Get back to your game, because, we don't want to go there. Just go back to your game. And he kept running his mouth, and I just proceeded to ignore him. And me and Dubs went back to talking to whatever the hell we were talking about. And he ran his mouth for a bit, and maybe he was still running his mouth, and I just ignored him. And then AJ comes from out of the kitchen. And I don't know if he saw some of this, heard some of it, what, and he starts talking shit back to the guy. And then next thing you know, they start shoving each other.
Oh, shit.
So I turn around, I'm like, what the hell? They're shoving each other. And I was like, I just look at Dubs. I was like, man, oh, well, this dude was talking shit to me. I'll go over there and I'll finish this, Dude started it with me. I'll go finish it. So I walk over there, and they're going at each other now, right? And AJ just I got good. AJ was trying to put some form tackle on his ass, had him wrapped up, was pushing him back up against the door, and and that dude's just sitting there trying to swing at AJ, and I'm like, oh hell, I'm trying to cheap shot AJ while he was down there. So I just come over the top, and dude, just one punch, I hit that dude right in the side of his jaw, and his head just bounces up against the door, and I could just see like this. It was just
Start seeing
the semi stars were in his eyes. He was drunk. I mean, it didn't take much, dude. And about that time, I'm rearing up for another one. here comes some friend of his that that knew him. Oh man, don't please stop. Don't. He's really drunk. He's really drunk. And I'm like, I just look at that dude. I'm like, okay, dude, get him the hell out of here, because get him the hell out of here before he gets his ass beat.
So what you're saying is it was the other way around. You had to save AJ's ass.
Oh,
that's what I heard.
how the tables turned.
Willie was the college alpha.
Maybe. Yeah. I think AJ would have been all right, but I guess you could look at it as AJ was standing up for me, but
Yeah.
I wasn't going to let him.
That's cute.
That's nice, AJ.
So, I talk shit. I give AJ shit, but we're boys. We're boys.
Yeah.
We got each other's back, and we always have.
Oh, yeah. Yep. That's how it ought to be.
This is just all fun shit talk.
Yeah.
It really is. But, yeah, I remember that. And then the guy went outside. The dude took his buddy outside. There was a side door right there where he hit his head. And then, guy kept proceeding to run his mouth, and I walked out, and I just gave one look. And there was a car that showed up on the side. And he's all trying to drag his buddy back, and and I was just sitting there, and I just stared the rest of the time. AJ was inside, pissed off.
Like a bumblebee flying.
That's the only time I can remember AJ ever helping me out in some kind of situation. So no, I really am not sure what fights he fought for me, other than maybe that one.
Got to put him on the spot next time.
Yep, we'll have to get him back on. Well,
AJ, you on deck?
Yep. Time to tell your side of the story now.
Yeah, you need to bust out that shiny new mic you got and them
Yeah,
headset.
and brand new headphones you got.
He bought it just so he could come in and join us sometime. So
Like rich people stuff.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I know, making all that money over there.
You can share it, you know.
Shoot, all them city taxes he's got to pay. Boy, he must be making something big.
Well, we'll leave it at that note. We're at a minute and 22 now, so that was a good little add-on.
Sweet.
Hey,
Yep. So make sure y'all. There's our timer. The dong.
the timer.
Drum roll, please.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, we definitely appreciate y'all listening to our podcast, getting us up to 1,000. Like I said, we are at what did I say? 390.
393.
393.
Yeah, come on, 1,000.
Come on, 1,000. We'll get there. But yeah, go ahead and check us out on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, YouTube now, our Facebook page. I do have a Twitter, whatever X page. And I think that's it right now for us.
Yeah, tell your brother, tell your mother, tell your mother's brother.
Yep.
Tell them all.
Yep.
Tell everyone. Everyone.
Yeah.
Even tell your dog.
Yes. Yes.
Come get a small town education.
Yeah. You may learn a thing or two, or you may get dumber. Yeah.
You will have to lose brain cells.
Yeah.
Cannot promise you which of those things will happen. Probably both.
But yep, we appreciate it. And I guess we're gonna sign out. Thanks for listening.
Thank y'all for riding Backroads with us.
Yes, let's do it.